Would you like to be loved or respected? Men of today have a very important choice. Men of today have a very important ultimatum. The men of today are sitting upon something that is so important, a choice that is so detrimental, that it literally can dictate your livelihood. It can literally determine your destiny. So I ask you, would you rather be loved or respected? Let's look at both. Let's look at the most modern or the most frequently visited path, being loved. A lot of men of today want to be loved. A lot of men of today want to be validated by women. They want to be validated by their peers. And they think having a lot of women and having a lot of women attention, garnering the attention from women, is some type of one-up they have over their peers. They want to be loved, and they mistake love and emotion for respect. See, love is something that is so unquantifiable. Really. You can go around and ask about love, and so many people will tell you different definitions. They have all these different definitions about love and what they think love is, and everyone has their own definition. That's the problem with being loved, is that everyone has their own definition and everyone has their own qualifications on what love is and how to love someone and who qualifies for love, everything. And even in this modern day, love has a very unconcrete thing, like is very skewed and unconcrete because people are so, how would you say it? People suffer from an hyper immediate gratification. They want something and they want it now, and they will forget everything else. So if you don't do what they want, if you do not do what someone wants or expects of you, then they will forget everything that you have done for them. And this can affect the levels of love that they give you. That's why love is so dangerous. And that's why men should never strive to be loved. Because it's so random, it's so temperamental. You can go and be loved this day and then be hated the next. But respect is different. Respect is more solid. Respect is more concrete. And even though you might not be liked, when people respect you, it's a different energy. When people respect you, they don't play around with your time. When people respect you, you are more likely to get what you want from them. They are more likely to do what you ask of them. When people respect you, they do not play around with you at all. They do not do anything to disrespect you. Respect can instill fear. Respect can win battles. Respect can garner you attention, money. But men are so wrapped up in love that they don't even understand the benefits of being respected. Being respected has a lot more benefits than being loved. Men should aim to be respect. Respect should be your main priority. Generals win battles off of respect. You gain contracts off of respect. You can gain a raise off of respect because people respect your work ethic. Because people respect your grind, your hustle. Because people respect your dedication. You can gain notoriety just off respect. Because of your name, because of your reputation. It all plays into respect. So your goal should be to be respected. You should always want to be respected. You shouldn't even worry about love, because love comes and goes. Respect has power that you can use, power that you can leverage. You can leverage love, but only so much. And I mean, people respond better to respect than love. Someone can love you and still not do what you want them to do. Someone can love you and still disrespect you, still embarrass you. Someone can love you and still not appreciate you. Someone can love you and still take you for granted. Someone can love you and still hurt you emotionally, physically, mentally, verbally. And although these things will or could happen, they're less likely to when you are respected. Because when you're respected, people think twice on how they approach you. And that's how you should want it. You should always want people to think twice on their dealings with you. You should always want a sense of unpredictability, a sense of mysteriousness. Because you are less likely to be taken advantage of. It's time for the modern day man to wake up. It's time for the modern day man to stand up and to throw away love, to throw away these old dogmas that don't fit anymore, and to get back into self, to go inward, and to sit on this throne and claim what's rightfully his, to unapologetically take what's rightfully his. Don't worry about what people will think about you. There's a wonderful quote from Aristotle that says, if you do not want to be criticized, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. And that's very powerful. Because the modern day man is in a position where he's stagnant. He's saying a lot, but it equates to nothing. He's doing very little, which equates to nothing. So he is nothing. Think about it. Men of today are not really respected like they were because of what? Because our over obsession about things that don't matter. About nothing. We are obsessed about nothing. We get online and talk about nothing. Even in today's standard, we get around in social circles and talk about nothing. Most men don't accomplish nothing. They work their job and come home to nothing. They have no kingdom, have no real accomplishments, have no real goals. Just getting by just to get by. But you see, that's not respected, and people of today are not respecting that. Women of today are not respecting that. And even in ourselves, we sense that something is wrong, but we can't put a finger on it. But that's because everything that we are focusing on is not equating to nothing. So it's like we're taking these shots in the dark. We're trying to figure out the problem, and we're taking these shots in the dark. But we're hitting nothing. We must go inward. We must stand our ground and take what's ours. Whatever that may be in your life, take it. Whatever you want, whatever your goals may be, take it. Don't be afraid of anything. Failure, rejection, people talking about you, people criticizing you. People will always criticize you. People will always talk about you. You cannot stop people from gossiping. People will gossip whether you do something good or bad. Mainly women. This is who I'm talking about when I'm talking about people gossiping, because men should never be gossiping. See, as a man, you shouldn't be worried about what people are saying. You should do what you want to do, and people should hear about it. Let me say that again. Men should do what they want to do, and people should hear about it. You don't have to go out and talk about what you're going to do. You don't have to go out and, make this manifesto. Do what you want to do. Take what's yours and have everybody else talk about it and analyze on it and spectate about it. Because you are a man. It is yours. If you take it, it belongs to you. But the modern day man is confused. And this is why the modern day man is stagnant. But you must move forward. You must give little about what people say or about how people feel about you. It's very emotional. The modern day man is very emotional. We're always talking about other men and what they're doing and how they're not doing this and doing that and why you disagree with what they're doing. Come on. Who gives a fuck about that? What are you doing? How are you obtaining your goals? How are we hearing about you? Are you making a name through someone else, or are you making a name through your actions, through your accomplishments? Is your name made by pontificating and by spectating on another man's deeds, or are you accomplishing goals yourself? Because I can't respect a man who makes a name through trolling and doing all that. I just can't. I can't respect it. See, I was raised on a certain type of cloth. I was raised in a broken environment, but there are some gems there that were instilled in me. And I just can't respect this trollish-like behavior, this gossipy-like behavior, where men are making a name of themselves by talking about other men, by speaking about the works of another man. Okay. But what have you done? What goals have you accomplished? And why are you promoting another man instead of yourself? Because when you're talking about another man, you're promoting him. And we know this. When you're talking about another man, even if you're disagreeing on what he's saying, you're promoting him. Because if a person doesn't know about him, they have to research him now because you're talking about him. And even if they do know about him, you are giving him more notoriety and more legitimacy in their mind by speaking on him and what he is doing. Be a billboard for yourself. And see, that's why I can buy Gucci, but I can buy Prada and all that, but I like to wear shit with no name, no brands. I wear all black. My wardrobe consists of 95% black, either black or white, but most of the stuff you see me wear has no brand on the shirt, no name, no nothing. Because I am a billboard of myself. I am a promoter of myself. And if I'm going to market somebody and promote somebody and wear somebody else's brand, it's going to be my own. I don't need to wear no one brand to validate me. I don't need to wear no one's brand for me to look rich or feel rich or for people to know that I have money. I am a promoter of myself. I want my deeds and my works and what I have accomplished to be recognized. Not for another man or for, me to be promoting another man. For another man to get recognition off of me. Think about it. People today are modern day billboards. Men today do very little to promote themselves. They are constantly either negatively or in a positive light, promoting everyone else but themselves. Hustling backwards. We need to wake up. We need to rise, man. If you're standing, rise up. If you're laying down, rise up. Whatever you're doing, rise up. Because the thinking and the process, the perception has to change. It's the Gutsy Entrepreneur. Like, share, subscribe, and stay vigilant.